Yo, what's up, everybody? Today I'm going to unbox this Ulanzi BG3 battery grip. It is pretty much a battery bank in a form of a handle. So we're gonna do a quick unboxing of it. I've already cut the bottom of it so I can bring it out, and I haven't used this at all yet. And I'm gonna actually bring this on for vacation. They make two different versions of this by Ulanzi. They make the BG2, which is, I believe, a little bit smaller, and this is a 10,000 milliamp battery. It's a lot heftier than the BG2 that I've seen in pictures. So here's the comparison size. This right here is the Insta360 selfie stick, which can extend out in terms of the size, but this one itself does not extend out because it's just a battery inside this. So it comes with two ports, one USB-A and one USB-C. So I believe you can charge it via USB-C if you're plugging it into the wall, but at least with 10,000 milliamps you can last all day with whatever camera you use. So what's so good about the Insta360 is if you're using like a 360 camera, it will make it invisible. But for me, I don't have a 360 camera. I have this insta360go2, which is like a GoPro camera. So this GoPro camera, I bought this particular for this device, and what's so good about it is that you can actually shoot time-lapse stuff, but the battery only lasts like 2-3 hours. But if you're in pro mode, it doesn't last very long because you have more memory than to store and record than the battery itself. The battery will die before you can finish recording all the memory onto it. Even though the little Insta360 Go has a little tripod leg so you can stand up on the table, this handle as well comes with a legs as well, so you can put it on the bottom. They're like mini little tripods, so you can have a little extension grip to make it a little longer. But so cool, you get a little mini one so to put on the table. So what I'm going to do is I want to be able to use this and this to be able to charge it via like a cable. So let's say this is my charging cable. I'll plug it in and I'm going to plug it into the camera, but I can't really hook it onto since very tight space. So what I went and got was a 1/4 inch to 1/4 inch thread, and I got this little magic arm which would help me hook it up together. So I can just screw this magic arm. I got a female to male magic arm, but if I had a female, it will probably work the best. But let's say I put it on here. Now I can twist it and lock it whatever way I want. Let's say I want to lock it this way, and then I want to point this camera up. But since it's male on this side, I need a converter. So I got this spigot. This is a cheap spigot, which comes with a 1/4 inch to 1/4 inch thread. I need a female to female, so this side is 3/8, but there's an adapter, so you can make it 1/4 inch to 1/4 inch. So I'm gonna put the 1/4 inch on this side, and then screw in this on top. Now I can loosen up a little bit, so now I can actually screw in the Insta360go2 right now on here. This is really cool. So, oops, I'm going to screw it on the top first. Now it's tight. Now I'm going to tighten this up. And before I tighten it up, I want to be able to plug it in. So let's say if you have a short cable, it kind of hides this up. But let's say I'll plug it in first, and it's tight right there. There we go. Now if you got a little L one, let me see if it's a little tight because it hits this. So I'm gonna use a different cable. Let's see if I have an L cable, like a right angle. Sorry, you can call this one an L or a right angle, but this one's right angle. Now I have a little bit more space. It's magnetized. So when I turn it around, you can actually remove it via magnet. This is kind of cool. So which is the deep? It's probably right here where it doesn't move anymore. And via this cable, oh, it's USB-C to USB-C, so it's not A. So let's say I want to plug it in there. Now it's plugged in, and what's so cool is that, let's say I want to shoot the night sky. I can aim it straight into the sky, and let me connect the camera. Oops, there we go. Plugged in. All right, turning it on. Press to connect. All right, and I can shoot straight into the sky for amazing time lapse. Let's place it somewhere in the middle of nowhere and have it charging, and via like shoot the sky, and you shoot all night long without having to worry that the camera will die. And since it's kind of cool outside, you don't have to worry about it heating up and shutting off, and just let it shoot time lapse, and you get to see everything. And that's pretty much what I did with this device. I saw another YouTuber, I'll have his link down below where I got this idea from. So, and that's what's so cool about it. I love this little setup right here, that you're able to get a view of the sky, and then you can edit it later. And this is the way he did it. So you can kind of angle it. You can also use this as a selfie stick as well. So let's say, well, let me angle it this way. Let's say when I'll be like, hey, what's up guys? And I mean, of course you can stretch it however way you want and angled it. So you can have it upside down as well. I mean, make it shorter. So, I mean, it's got a horizontal lock, so it doesn't really matter where you, what direction you shoot it at, because this camera can shoot any direction you want, and it's still locked together. That's cool. That's cool. So you can, let me see, this is the longest thing. Now that's a pretty long selfie stick actually. So when you're holding it on the bottom and stretch out, so angle it towards me, be like, hey, what's up? And then let's see, if I have it stretched out all the way here, and then stretch this one out. It's a little shorter, but on that, I mean, if you take this part off, oops, sorry. I don't know if this will hold up the weight on this little stick, but let's try this out. Whoa, it's a little heavy on the top, but I mean, that's because you can take, if you take this magic arm, probably a lot more balance, but pretty cool. You can make it super long if you want it. Bring this out and set this up on the table. You can actually use this tripod legs on the Insta360go selfie stick. So, okay. Alright guys, and that's all there is to this video. I just want to show this big old battery grip off. And what else does it come with? It does come with this USB-C cable to charge the device itself. It doesn't come with a brick, but it's purple colored for the previous video that came with. And that's all there is really to this video. So if you have any questions, please leave it down below and I'll be sure to answer it. And I'll see you guys later. Peace. One little quick update. I actually swapped the battery grip to the bottom and have this up, and I used the right angle one with a 6-foot cable. So now I can, let's say I want to extend it out super tall, and it's definitely out of frame. I can still plug it in right here and have this much room left for slack. Let's see, look at this setup. You can, oops, with the camera out. Now it's charging, and you can see that it's charging, and it's like a fishing pole. This is crazy setup, but if you were to want to shoot out of the way and into the sky, you can't do that with this big old nice pole on top of this handle. And I have it completely tight. It doesn't really move out the way, and you can actually adjust it whatever angle you want via this little adapter. If you wanted to, ooh, I didn't even think about this, shoot a table setup like over the, I want to shoot, like let's say I want to shoot over my table and keep it long, right, and we twist it, lock it in, right here. Now it's completely straight, and I can look at it from my camera. And then this is an over the table setup. You can be like, hey, what's up? And it's also, it shoots a square, so no matter which direction you put it at, it'll still capture it. So this is really cool setup, I think. And if you want it higher, you can have it higher. And now, but you know, if this was connected to a pole, you can use one of these clamps to connect it somewhere, and you can still connect it and still power it somewhere else if you needed to connect it and make it connect to a light stand. Now you can have it anywhere if you want it. So this is really handy too. It's a GoPro kind of adapter, and I added a 1/4 inch thread on there, and now you can mount it anywhere you want that has a grip. So clip it, and that's it. See you guys.